Your officiating crew for this evening, referee Greg Morgan, umpire Justin Klein, linesman Chris Humphreys, line judge Art Chumley, back judge Roger Recke, Recio is Charles Marr. Your captains for this evening's contest, for Trinity Christian, number 52, Jay Looney. For Nashville Christian, number 76, Harris Adams. Trinity Christian will receive the opening kickoff. At this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please stand and remove your hats for the prayer, which will be done by our campus minister, Landry Smith, followed by the national anthem sung by senior Aldi McDaniel.
Please bow with me. Father, in a time where things seem to be quite difficult, I thank you for the chance we have to be here tonight for this moment. I pray that you give each and every one of us a spirit of joy that goes far beyond our circumstances, because you have done far more for us than we could ever realize. I pray for every person here, both on and off the field. I thank you for bringing us here safely, and I pray that you keep the players safe tonight as they compete, that you protect everyone as they head home after the game. I thank you for both the schools represented tonight, for the people that lead them, and the families that are a part of them. I pray that in all moments we look to you for guidance as we strive to do your work, not for our own accomplishments, but for your glory. Above all else, Father, we thank you for the unconditional love and grace that you've shown us, and for the gift of life we have through your Son, Jesus Christ. It is in his name that we pray. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proud out stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors, that's our spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I'd like to welcome everyone to tonight's contest, and a special welcome to all of our junior cheerleaders and their families that are here with us tonight.
From the campus of Nashville Christian in growing and gracious Bellevue, Tennessee, this is Mike McPherson with Coach Kevin Quinn, bringing you the football broadcast between the Nashville Christian host Eagles and our visitors coming onto the field right now from Trinity Christian in Jackson, along with your Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, it's almost football time in Tennessee. Coach Kevin Quinn. Well, we've won 6 in a row. We've been on a nice roll after losing the first 3. Your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are this is a totally different team than we saw back in August and early September. Coach has got them on a roll right now. Like I said, we've won 6 in a row, and we've beat some quality opponents. And this is going to be a good one tonight. Both teams are 6-3, battling for third place. So I anticipate a hard-fought game, and we got to keep the turnovers to a minimum tonight, Coach.
Right. Well, we'll give you injury report update here in a moment, and we're ready for Tyler Morris to tee the ball up. Tyler, number 1, a junior, and he'll be knocking that thing home here in a second. And let me see, let's get their roster here. And here's the kick. And it's caught by Nutback at the 18 to the 20, the 25. He's trying to get outside, and he is knocked down, at least it looked like, by Donovan Smith early there, Coach.
Yes, sir. Looks like Nick Bozich also in on the tackle there. So this is going to be quite a battle here. Talking to a couple of coaches that said the first half will dictate how the rest of this game is going to go. This is a scrappy bunch that's coming in from Jackson.
Well, we've got across that front line for Nashville Christian, Harris Adams, Richmond Flowers, Darian List, Carson Guthrie not with us tonight. He's hurt. Kevin Bradley, and I believe Lucas Klein in there also. We'll double check that in a second. Shotgun formation. Ball given to the halfback, and he'll carry over the right guard, right tackle. Not much there. He's going to be brought down by Martese Edwards.
Coach, it looks like Gene Beck is going to be playing the edge there for Carson Guthrie, number 57. He's a kid out of Texas. Looks good in pads.
All right, Gene. Great to have him there. We've got
it looks like number 20, Logan Page, is in there also going to be playing that in the linebacker core.
We've also got Nate Hamilton picking up a wide receiver over here.
Yeah,
we got several in here with our injuries.
You're right.
Ball is going to be kept by the quarterback. He'll take it off left tackle. Not much there. And in on the stop along with several Eagles. Looks like Harris Adams first to hit him there. Coach, our injuries.
All right, looking at Carson Guthrie, number 4, is going to be out with a concussion. Jamal King, who was hurt last week over in Tipton, he is going to be out this week, maybe next week with a concussion as well. William Spence, our safety, is out again still with the shoulder injury, and I'm still checking on Jalen Marsh to see if he is going to be able to be with us today.
Ben Davis, number 10 freshman. Excuse me, that is not a freshman. being slung down tremendously on a great open field tackle, Josh Strickland. The quarterback was Jake Wilson, who is a junior. And that's going to be 4th down and long. That's going to be about a loss back to the 26-yard line, making it 4th and 8. So we'll drop Martise Edwards back, one of our specialty team backs, a running back, does a little bit of everything, and Martise wants to bust a big one here. He'll stand at his own 43-yard line, awaiting the punt. Looks like Jake Wilson also is in to punt.
Yes, sir.
And 2 steps it, gets it out of there. Martise at the 41, cuts to the left, 45. He's got a blocker, 50. He tries to turn the corner, does. 40, 35, stiff arms, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Ladies and gentlemen, he goes 61 yards, but we had a crack back block. It's going to be brought back. And, Coach, that's one of those we didn't need to do it.
No, we did not. Logan was looking to get a block there, and he was behind the play. There was just no reason for it. That's just him wanting to get a little piece of the action. And so touchdown will be brought back, and we'll start in our own territory. That's a personal foul. You can't do it.
So the 59-yard punt return, we just talked about Martise wanting to break one open, and that would have probably been Andrew Atkins' highlight of the night, and that will go for naught. But we are in business at the 50-yard line, 50 yards away. And Matt McClary, who's had some incredible numbers the last few weeks.
Yes, sir. They've been playing. Well, he has played a whole lot better than he did back in September. He was 12 of 16 against Jackson Christian for 300 yards. And last week it was windy in Tipton, so they didn't get a whole lot of passing. It was a whole lot of run game.
Nashville Christian will have Martise Edwards at the tailback spot. Matt McClary will go under center. And he's back to pass. Looking, waiting, steps up, throws a long aerial downfield. There's going to be pass interference as Jalen Marsh was face-to-face with the defender trying to keep him from catching it. Probably turned out to be a good pass interference for Trinity because I think we had 6 written on that one.
I agree, and it looks like Jay Marsh is going to be playing tonight, Coach. He's off of the concussion protocol, so he's going to be back with us. It's good to see him back there, and that was Matt kind of hung that up there, and the guy just had nothing to do. Jay Marsh had beaten him beat. He had nothing to do but interfere.
They'll pace it off from the 35, bringing the ball out to the midfield. I'm not sure why he's having to walk it off with a little math. But Darian List, Richmond Flowers in the front line on the left side. Aiden Humes center over the ball. Alex Humphrey and Devin Ray on the right side. We're going to bring wide out Donovan Smith to this side. We've got a fullback and tailback. Is that King?
Yes, sir.
And Martise Edwards will go to him. No, that's yes,
King.
That is King. King carries over right tackle. He's going to get forward progress of at least 5 yards. Dion pounding the right side there behind the blocking of Humes, Humphrey, and Ray, and Lucas Klein over there on that side. Matt looking over, getting the signals from Coach Jeff Brothers. We've got 2nd and 5, and that's where you want to put your team on that second down.
You are right. Cam Carter in there at fullback had a good block on the isolation play with the linebacker that kind of gives Jamal a little seam to run through.
Jaden Satterfield comes split out wide to the left. We've got King in the backfield. It will go to him left side, 45-40. Breaks outside, 35, gets another block, 30. Steps inside and outside, 25, still spinning and turning and churning and slinging his way inside the 20-yard line. Coach, great blocking on the left side, then great open field running on his own.
Correct. We had Jaden Satterfield downfield blocking on the corner and the safety back there. Kind of when you get those guys down in the second level, it helps running backs find seams real easy.
Trinity may have a little trouble with our speed. So far it looks like that is the case. Hope we can maintain that. We'll send Satterfield wide to the right. We've got Donovan Smith over here on the left. Martise Edwards at the tailback spot. It will be a fake. Matt rolling to the left. Now rolling back to the right. He's in trouble. He's going to put it down and run. He's got room. He's at the 25. He's at the 20. Trying to get to that first down marker, 10, and cuts against the grain nicely and carries the ball down inside the 10 to about the 7 or 8. Again, our angle is so low here, it's hard to tell. but good first down run for the Eagles.
I tell you, I know that Coach Brothers is holding his breath every time number 10 takes off. I just wish he'd get out of bounds.
Yeah.
We are one play from a backup quarterback right there, and just he needs to get out of bounds or get on the ground, one or the other.
Yeah, he can easily take a slide there.
Yes,
I wish
he could.
would. It's first down and goal at the 7. 7:45 to go in the first quarter if you've just joined us. We got a full house backfield. Matt McClary, left side Martise, pounds at the guard, and the big men are going to sling him down. Number 79 that time, Corey Bass, a junior. Big old boy at 6'2", 270, slung him back on a nice play by that right side of the Trinity line. Again, both teams at 6-3. This is for third place in the region, and so if we win, we are guaranteed a game here. Depending on how things go, we may still be playing here regardless, but Coach Brothers wants to carry a 7-game win streak into that playoff. Strickland in motion right, sets up. Ball to Martise Edwards at the 5, cuts against the grain. 4, 3, 2, carrying it right down to the goal line. Looks like it'll be inside the 1-yard line. So we are banging on that door right now. It will go to third down and 1 at the 1. Eagles quickly out of the line. Let's see if Matt, going under center, just sneaks it ahead. And he does. And did he lean in for the 6? He did. Touchdown, Eagles at the 6:41 mark. 1-yard run by Matt McClary. And, Coach, really a picture-perfect drive after losing the long return on the punt crackback block. We took it right down the field. Macy Crampton in for the point after. She is had an outstanding percentage this year and will be kicking toward my classroom. Macy.
She kick it to your classroom.
Maybe she knocked the window out there. The snap, McClary down. The kick is up. That kick is end over, end spinning. Good. There's timeout on the field from Bellevue, Tennessee on the last regular season game of the year. Nashville Christian 7, Trinity Christian nothing. We'll be back in a moment. All right. Okay, we're ready to resume play here. Quickly, they're teeing it up. Tyler Morse with the second kickoff of the game as Nashville Christian took that ball 50 yards, really with no trouble at all. Tyler with the kick, and it's a squib. It's going to be caught by Nutt back at the 26 to the 30, and he's not going to get anything past the 35 as piling him up there. Coach, I saw Kevin Fung in there.
You did. I saw Kevin Fung in there as well.
And I was at Dion King also, and I'm sorry.
And Bozich.
And Bozich in there. Nick's always all over the field.
He is.
So they're going to bring the ball in right on the 35-yard line. Nashville Christian set to rush. Also in there, Cam Carden. For the Eagles, got Tyler Morris in the secondary, along with Luke Page. Nate Hamilton over there to pick up a wide receiver. They've got 2 split to the left and a kind of a flanker left, and quarterback's going to keep the ball and just run straight keeper to the left side. He's not going to get much.
Good play.
Nashville Christian really got in there quickly. Logan Page coming up from his secondary spot, and nice coverage by our Eagles on the right side of that line.
Darian List getting up and limping a little bit. I wonder if he took something right there. Something in the shin area.
If you just joined us, Martise Edwards had a 59 or 61-yard, I guess, return for a punt negated by a crackback block, but we took it right down the field to score, and your clock is running at 6 minutes of the first quarter with Nashville Christian on top 7-0 here on a beautiful, cool football night. Trinity Christian, snap, give to the halfback. He's being pursued. He is going to be eaten alive by Harris Adams. Coach, has Harris been in the weight room?
I tell you, he has had a tremendous last 5 games. He has been unblockable here lately. And I guess at the Jackson Christian game, he had probably 6-7 solo tackles. Same thing last week with Edward Tipton. He has been unblockable here lately.
Our front line loves to get in the weight room, and they love to eat halfbacks for dinner, and they have been doing that these last 6 games. They have controlled the line.
Those 4 guys up front are bad size.
Yeah, they are dudes. I give them good grades when they're in my classroom.
As you should.
I don't want to get on their
should.
I don't want to get on their bad side. All right.
Third and forever out
Trinity. Yeah, third and long.
Oh,
and he's
big
in
play.
trouble, and he's being sacked again.
Nice.
Nashville Christian back in there again. Harris Adams throwing him back to the parking lot beside the gym, and they are 4th and a mile or 2.
That was a great play by Darian also. He took the B gap right there and just shucked his blocker there, and he and Harris took care of business back there.
We've come out in this first round and popped them in the face, and they don't look real confident right now. We got a long way to go, but we have definitely got the mo on our side. And let's see if Martise can get another one returned. And here's a high kick. Martise will signal for and did not make a fair catch. And I'm not sure why the Trinity side is wanting an argument. You can call for a fair catch and not catch it.
Yeah.
And the ball's at the 47-yard line of Trinity Christian and Nashville Christian. Will put it in play. And again, Coach, a short field to drive.
I tell you, makes it a whole lot easier for Coach Brothers to call plays here. Hey, I wouldn't surprise to come out and try and air it out again first down with Jay Marsh and Jaden Satterfield out here wide to the left.
They're coming this way over on the other side. Josh Strickland along with Donovan Smith, and Matt has cleared the backfield.
Mismatch.
And hit 4:06 to go. He is back to pass. A quick out here. It is caught by Jaden Satterfield, but he's not going to get anything. Just back to the line of scrimmage as they wrestle him to the ground there. So you were right. We did air it, but it wasn't a long one.
Mm-mm.
So let's see what we come back with here.
Those are the little run pass option right there, and you try and get one block and you got one guy on one guy and see if you can beat him. And Trinity played it well right there.
Lucas Klein checks in on 2nd and 10. The Eagles huddling literally 3 yards away. In the old days, they went back 15 yards, had to sprint up at the last second.
And whisper it.
Yeah. I formation. Matt McClary is going to give to the right side. That's Josh Strickland trying to turn the corner. He does, then cuts back inside the grain and gets easy first down yardage and more. Still a cloud of dust pulling players with him. Carries that ball all the way from the 47, taking it down to the 25. Nice pickup there.
Coach, we might have got away with a little hold right there by number 6.
We will not mention Nick Bosich's name.
Yeah.
First down Eagles, 3:05 to go, and the clock ticking down in the first canto as we take a 7-0 lead and are now driving, trying to increase that. Matt McClary looks over, and he's going to send wide out to this side, Jaden Satterfield. He's got in the backfield with him Cam Carden. Martise slot left. Back to pass, McClary. Looking when he's going to keep it. Run straight up the middle. He may have gotten across the line of scrimmage. Maybe not. To the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the completion of Martise Edwards. And there's a flag. I think he went past the line of scrimmage, Coach.
Yeah, I think you're right. Or he was real close.
They've got a flag there unless it's holding. I believe Matt went across that line and didn't see the receiver till he had stepped across. And now they're going to get us holding.
Good heavens.
So that's 2 penalties have cost us 2 touchdowns. Fortunately, we made it up with a great drive. Trying to do that now.
I guess they don't like Martise.
Oh, man.
Martise had 2 called back.
Yeah, he wants to get a couple of TDs, and he tells me every week he's going to get a couple, you know.
That's a big penalty, Coach. That's a spot foul. It's going to be first down at about 22.
Yeah, we're way back now.
Wow.
We've got to get it to the original line of scrimmage is the 25. We got to get to the 15. The ball back at the 41. So the clock will tick under 2.5 at this play. We lead 7-0. If you joined us late, and we hope to find out how many are visiting with us here in a little while, maybe. And ball to the tailback off Left tackle, that's Martise Edwards, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, knocking over people, running over people, lunging down into the end zone. Touchdown, Martise Edwards, 41 yards. Just kept running, churning, and keeping the legs moving. Coach, he was not going to be denied.
No, sir.
After losing 2 touchdowns, being called back by penalties, and he
Man, he's
just
running hard.
was reckless, like Herschel Walker running over people. Macy Crampton in for her second attempt. Our snap, ball perfectly down. Macy drills it through for her second PAT of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, with time out on the field and our score at Keaton Field in beautiful Bellevue, Tennessee, Nashville Christian 14, our guest with Trinity, Zilch. Back in a moment. Tyler Morris ready for his third kickoff, Coach, in the first quarter. And he approaches and drills it nicely, fielded back at the 13. Receiver slips, brings it back toward the midfield, and he is swamped under there by half of the kickoff team. They'll give him forward progress to the 21. How many people so far viewing with us tonight, Andrew? 71. That number usually grows a little bit. What I think is really neat when we go to watch the replay on YouTube the following day, Coach, sometimes that number is 700, 800, 900.
Come on.
It's incredible.
Come on.
It's really
All
incredible.
right.
We've got just incredible what happens by Saturday morning. It's sometimes, Andrews, up to 700, isn't it? And then it will get close to 1,000 over the weekend. So a lot of people are staying in tune with the Navy and Auburn Orange here football program led by Coach Jeff Brothers, who's done an incredible job at this place. So we're master rush. We got a lot up there in the box. Trinity trying to run off tackle, and not a bad run is number 4 coming across on the right side of the line there. Needham Goodwin Jr., 5'10", 185.
You got a flag down, Coach.
Got another flag here.
It looks like it's going to be illegal participation for Trinity. They had a guy come late in, and that'll be a little 5-yard step off.
There's 12 guys on the field right now for Trinity.
Yep.
And my math skills are very poor,
Mm-hmm.
but we got 12, and now one of them's trying to sneak off.
You can only play with 11.
Remember getting a technical in a middle school game where we didn't sub in right, and I was motioned for a kid to get off the court, and he's standing in the end zone like he's been caught stealing candy, and they turned and teed him up. So I always think of that when I see too many men on the court or field, because I've been there before with a team.
Well, that's a 10-yard penalty. Wow.
All right. So we've got them backed up near our gym. The ball will be at the 10-yard line, and once again, Trinity, they're just having a tough time with us early. We know last week they beat Jackson Christian. Is that right?
Yeah, they did. They beat them 18-13, and they said it was a barn burner. Jackson was up 13-0, and Trinity came in and scored 18 unanswered points to beat them.
Well, so this is a scrappy bunch, but we have controlled them so far here in the first quarter as we tick down under 2 minutes. Trinity with the snap. And they're going to roll left-hander, zooms it out there, and it is going to be a pass interference call as it looked like Nate Hamilton got his arm around and hooked a little early, Coach, I guess.
I'm going to say he was a little early. But what I was going to say, Coach, the front line has just dominated the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
And they can't run the ball. And they're having a hard time throwing the ball, and we bring any type of pressure at all up the middle, we're gonna sack them. So it looks like they're going to get their 10 yards back, and then some. So we're going to be first down and
It should be automatic first, right?
yeah. Well, no. They'll do.
It'll be second down.
15, and they'll replay.
Replay the down. So it'll be
Right.
first and short. Looks
First
like
and about 5.
first and a good 5, closer to 6 probably. 1:42 to go first quarter. Matt McClary on a 1-yard plunge and Martise Edwards on an incredible 41 yards? Yeah, just incredible run by Martise, and I'm looking forward to going back and looking at that tomorrow. And so Trinity on the right hash mark sets down. Quarterback Jake Wilson takes the snap. He's got a halfback with him who tries to go left side, and Nashville Christian is there in mass.
Nothing doing there
to plug up a hole that wasn't there.
They're having a hard time establishing any sort of run game with us, and this way it's going to be a long night for Trinity.
Look at the size difference on the line. I would hate to be lining up in the on that offensive line looking at these guys because they just see halfbacks for lunch.
Yes.
On their menu. So Trinity, they're going to bring wideouts to either side, and they're going to have to start doing something different. I don't know if they're going to try to go to the air or not. 2nd and 5, and they do. A quick out's going to be way over the head of the intended receiver, and you can just kind of tell by the body language of Trinity, they're not feeling good about this long drive they made from Jackson. Nashville Christian struggled early this year, losing their first 3. Coach, they're not only a different team, they're playing with a lot of confidence. I'm looking forward to us meeting someone that thumped us early.
I agree. I think the mindset is totally different now than it was, first of the year.
3rd down and a long 5. Trinity, let's see if they go to the air, and we jump. And we're going to give them real close to a first down. Let's see exactly after they mark 5 off where it puts the ball. May put it close enough for a measurement.
It looks like they're going to go ahead and run it off.
Yeah, they're saying it's a first down, and it is. So is that Trinity's first down or second?
I think it's their first one,
I believe it is. The clock is under a minute, and Trinity will have a couple plays here before they get a well-needed breather here at the end of the first quarter as we're up 14-0. 54 seconds to go in the first quarter. Once again, split outs to the left and right, and everybody else bunched in tight. The ball will be faked, and the quarterback is not going to go anywhere.
Come on, get off.
Kevin Bradley and Cam Carden were there to hit him. And Trinity just in a world of hurt right now. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. The front line is just having snacks right now.
And some little extracurricular going on down there, and they've had to pull 20 off.
Their 20?
Our 20.
Our 20, okay. So 14 seconds to go. I think they're going to be content to let the clock run out and start over, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So as the clock ticks down in the first quarter, ending it, we're going to take a brief timeout, and we have had total domination by Nashville Christian here as the clock runs. Well, actually, it's 2 seconds. They had to call timeout to avoid a penalty. But we'll go ahead and take a brief timeout. 2 seconds left in the first quarter. Back in a moment. Back to the action. Mike McPherson along with Coach Kevin Quinn bring you the broadcast. Andrew Atkins, our computer guy, doing all the graphics. And upstairs, John Owen Delafont doing a great job with the camera. They've got 3 wide outs left, 1 to the right. Back to pass across the middle. It's going to be deflected, incomplete. Good pressure as Harris Adams bust right through the line.
I mean,
with Kevin Bradley, like no one was even in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't make him pressure right there, the guy was open. He had just to rush his throw.
I just would not want to be on that offensive front or the offensive backfield. That these guys coming at you, and Coach King's got them down there giving them pep talk, and these guys are coachable. They hit the weights. They are hungry during the games, and they don't let up. When we're up 30 points, they're just still going after it. They stay hungry, this defense, and any coach is proud. When you play good defense, just good things happen.
You're right. And, like they said, defense, everything starts with the defense. If you go out there and make a stop and get them off the field and have them punt early, and who knows what happens. The defensive line is dictating this game.
Well, we're going to start the second quarter with Trinity in a world of hurt at 14-0 deficit. Long way to go, but you just can tell the body language in the two squads. Trinity is a good team. They've had a good record. Great win for them last week, but they've been kind of shell-shocked here in the first quarter. Of course, if they break one here and get right back in the game and change the momentum.
Yep.
And so that's the way sports is. That these are kids that swings back and forth, and they will come to the line looking for a much-needed first down at 3rd and 12 with the ball located exactly on the 30-yard line of the Trinity Lions. They've got shotgun formation. Wilson back to pass. He's in trouble, and he's going to be in a world of hurt. He gets away from 1 or 2 tacklers, but not a third one. Is a nice open field tackle by Luke Page to prevent a first down. He got away from Harris, got the ball back to the 35-yard line. So it was really a good run to get out of really bad trouble, but it's still 4th and 7.
Yeah, he dropped back about 20 yards.
Well, he did.
And we had a couple of missed tackles back. Would have been a big loss, and then he turns it into a pretty nice game. So
they bring their punter up real close to kind of rugby it out of there, and Martise catches on the fly at the 35 to the 40, cuts against the grain, 45-50. Martise 45-40, gets a block, 30, 25-20, stiff arming, 15, 10, 5, and he takes it to the 3, hoping he would get another one. Coach, we've got 2 flags way back here. I didn't see them or see the offense.
Again, we are blocking behind the play, which we cannot do. I mean, I know that Coach King has preached this. I know that Coach Brothers has preached this. You cannot block behind the play. They will call it every single time.
If I was Martise, I would be livid right now because you almost want to tell our guys right now, just stand there. Martise will bring it back.
Golly.
It's just very frustrating for him and for the coaches for us to be hitting guys and popping guys when Martise has already broken it out there. I mean, you can just see and feel he's got it. He's going to break it. He's going to get outside, and we've got a personal foul. And what was that?
That's blocking behind the play.
Blocking behind the play.
Mm-hmm. They had 2 of them. So, and Martise gets kind of shaken up down there on the end, and you can see the frustration of Coach King. He is not happy.
Matt McClary brings the team to the line. We're at the 45-yard line of Trinity. 11:03 to go. Second quarter, we lead 14-0. Matt looking to go to the air, back to pass. He's going to air it long. He's going to throw it down the middle. The pass is complete. That ball is caught on a nice reception after a nice pass by Jalen Marsh. And beautiful slant route across the middle. Coach takes it to the 17-yard line.
Nice. That's a good route by Jay Marsh right there, and Matt was patient to let him come open and threw a bullet in there. It's a nice pass.
Great protection by our front line. 10:44 to go, 14-0. The Eagles to the line. Looks like they're going to place it at the 17. In the backfield with Matt McCleary, Deion King. Wide outs, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Matt going to the air across the middle. It is complete. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is he going to fumble that ball on the 1 yard line? That was Donovan Smith. And I believe they're going to give it back to us.
Yeah, he's saying he's down.
So Donovan gets it down to the 1 on another, this time a slant from the other side. And we're down on the 1, and Matt McCleary may call his own number here. And we're about ready to take a 3-touchdown lead, barring some penalty or a muffed snap. Matt gets the call. Look for him to sneak it ahead. They come to the line. Matt will go under center. Tailback, fullback behind him. Matt takes it, sends man in motion left. Now back to the right. And we're going to give to the left side, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And easily into the end zone is Deion King for 6. Touchdown, Eagles. We go up with another 1-yard run. Martese Edwards is going to have to see counseling after this game, Coach. He's going to be so frustrated. But Matt McCleary in to hold for the ever incredibly reliable Macy Crampton. And she will be in for her 3rd point. This time kicking into the trees, the snap, the placement. And we've got a whistle prior to the play ensuing. False start, so Macy will need to be moving the ball back, and they'll place it on, it looks like, the 15-yard line, making a 25-yard extra point. So this is great practice for Macy, and the crowd comes to life for her. Long extra point, kicking into the trees. The snap is coming. Matt will place it down. It's high. Macy gets it up. That kick is
another
splitting
flag?
them, but there is another flag. Macy drills it home, and the penalty apparently on Trinity as Macy knocked that one to Charlotte Pike.
Looks like they came across the center's face, and you can't do that. It's
Personal foul on Trinity, and that will be, I'm assuming, attached to the kickoff. And Macy Crampton's kick is good. There's timeout on the field with a score. Nashville Christian, your host, 21. Trinity Lions, zilch. We'll be back with more action in a moment. Ready to resume action. We've got 77 viewers live with us right now, and looking forward to about 900 more tomorrow on the replay, which will be on YouTube, which you can enjoy that also. And the way Nashville Christian's going, we're going to be able to empty this bench in the second half. Still a long time to go. Don't want to forecast ahead too much. Tyler, we're going for an onside kick. I think we called it a little early. I think we called it 1 yard short of the 10 yards.
Hang on.
But let's see. Maybe, yeah, they're going to bring it back. We touched it, I thought, before it got across that line. It was an excellent onside attempt. We just had to wait and let it go 1 more yard. And you got to be patient. And it's hard to do that. And so illegal touching of the ball at the 1 yard short of the 10 yards required for an onside kick.
Coach, I don't know if there was a Trinity Christian around there, was it? I think the ball dropped.
It was executed beautifully. We just had to wait 1 more bounce, and I know that's hard because you don't know how far that ball is going to scoot. But as it is, Trinity will put the ball in play at their own 34, down 21 with 9:47 still left in the second quarter, and our front line ordering up more dessert here. Boy, there's just a big difference in that front line. Look at our guys.
Yep.
Back to pass. Quarterback throwing across the middle is intercepted. No, he called it. Somehow that went through the hands of Logan Page. He's wondering how he missed it. I am too. I thought he had it, and somehow it went under his elbows.
He made a good break on it, and the guy just made, good concentration by the wide receiver there. That was a good catch.
Are they actually going to say it hit the ground?
Looks like it.
I guess it did.
Yep.
Man, it was I thought he broke on it beautifully.
Yeah, he did.
The clock is stopped at 9:41 of the second quarter. Trinity Christian will come to the line. The Lions set down in their white with purple numbers. We're at Navy with our Auburn orange ready for the snap. And here comes the pressure, and he's in trouble and will be eaten alive at the 25.
Slow to get up, Coach.
They just cannot hold any of our guys off. We're coming through there without any interference.
Quarterback's hurt, Coach.
That's going to be bad for Trinity. The clock is still running, so he's going to stay in the game, it looks like. The loss is back to the 25-yard line,
Yikes.
making it 3rd down and 19-ish. They are in trouble.
Yes, they are.
Ball on the 25. Trinity brings 3 out here to the left. And so you wonder if they're just going to try to start airing out. Their problem is they don't have time to set their feet and throw the football.
Yeah, Coach Sean has dialed up some good pressure here on 3rd and long.
And here's a quick out here, and he's
What a
going to
play.
get nothing, nowhere. Martise Edwards playing it beautifully. Will Allen Smith Jr. trying to break away. He never had a chance.
14 and 16 are looking at each other going, I thought you had him.
It's 4th down, and they've got a long way to go.
Yeah, Nashville Christian will get the ball in good field position here. And if I was them,
Oh, man.
that ball would be going out of bounds. I would not kick it to number 3.
And I would also have to tell our guys, don't hit anybody. Let Martise run it back.
I mean, if this coach has any sense, he'll just kick it out of bounds.
Kick it out of
here.
bounds.
Yeah, kick it out of bounds.
And he'll do the rugby kick, and it's going to bounce.
Williams.
Martise is going to pick that ball up. He's going to fumble the football, and they're going to recover inside our territory. Martise trying to field it like a shortstop, but he muffed it and made an error. And I know he's frustrated because he wanted to get back one of those returns that had been called back for penalties, and unfortunately muffed it and gave it up. So their first big break of the game, and they're going to take the ball from the 48-yard line of Nashville Christian and see if they can put something in order because they are struggling big time. So we go back on defense, and our guys, our front line, they don't care. They're just ready to go again.
Well, maybe, I mean, you got just under 8. Maybe Trinity Christian can get something going here and maybe catch a little momentum before halftime.
They need it to have any shot. They really need to try to stick one in here. And they're going to give to the running back, and he's going to try to get out wide.
Yeah, that's
Right,
holding.
there's going to be holding that's going to negate about a 4 or 5 yard run. We've got an official that has hit the deck over here. I hope he's okay. And Coach McClary is helping him up over here on the sideline. I don't think our camera's going to pick that up.
Did McClary knock him down? Because he's been known to do that.
Well, the referee is telling Coach McClary to pull him back. I think Coach McClary knocked him down and then tried to make up for it with a little Christian service.
No, that doesn't work.
He's kind of like the Good Samaritan.
I will be giving it to him on Monday morning about that.
So Coach McClary may have been
In the way?
both in the Good Samaritan story. He was the robber and the Good Samaritan.
Yes, he was.
In this one here.
Yes, he was.
But he was helping him up and saying prayers and quoting scripture to avoid that.
And that referee's like, man, you better back up.
Oh my goodness! And they're calling the holding.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, my first year I got a warning from the officials being on the sideline, and Coach Brothers looked at me like I was going to be fired that night. So I've stayed back ever since. 7:40 to go, clock running, back to pass. Trinity's going to air the bomb. It's going to be caught beautifully inside the 30 to the 28 by number 8, Connor Graves, and he just played it perfectly. We had 2 guys back on him, and so Trinity makes up for the holding with an incredible bomb that takes it to the 27. And, Coach, this is that momentum you were talking about that they really need here before we go to halftime.
I mean, all it takes is one big play, and they're in business here. They were inside our own 30, their 30-yard, our 30, and all just a couple of plays, and they get in this ball game.
They would feel a lot different at halftime
they would.
if they went in here. They're at the 26. They'll bring wideouts again to either side. Back there with Wilson is the halfback, and it's going to go to him up the middle. And he's going to lunge forward. We may have grabbed a face mask as he was trying to get through the middle. And so they're going to kill the clock, just under 7 minutes to go, and probably pick up another first down via the flag. Personal foul, face masking, we did see it. And he was rushing past somebody who reached out and grabbed the front of the helmet.
That's just our guys being a little bit tired.
Yep.
Getting lazy out there, and that'll happen.
So Trinity does have some momentum here. They've got a long way to go against a very good Nashville Christian defense, but that ball is now deep into Eagle territory, inside the 15. It looks like at the 12, and Trinity will set down over the ball. Under 7 minutes to go here in the first half.
Jacob Bates into the ball game, Coach.
All right. They're in the shotgun, and we
sides.
jump, and we're going to give them 5 more. So after a near-perfect first quarter and a half, Coach Brothers will not be happy with anyone, including Coach McClary, who tackled a referee on the sideline.
Yes.
It's probably the best hit of the night.
By him, of
by
course.
Coach Ryan McClary.
Yes. So Trinity Christian in business right here, Coach.
They are. They're down on the 5-yard line, it looks like, or close to it. And let's see if they keep it on the ground. And they're going to go straight up the middle. And Harris Adams didn't even have to use his body. He just grabbed him with both arms and threw him down. He's been transferred to my class because of a mix-up. He's in a freshman class. And I'm just giving Harrison A. I don't want him coming after me. Good night.
Good idea.
He's just an animal out there.
Yeah, he is. He's a big boy.
And the rest of those guys are, too. You got Kevin Bradley out there. Gene Beck filling in tonight. We've got also Darian List over here on this side. And these guys are just doing an outstanding job.
See if they can hold them out of here. Maybe try at least to hold them a field goal.
It's going to go back to about the 6.5-yard, about the 8-yard line. And there's a fumble, and Trinity just shooting themselves in the foot. Now back to about the original line of scrimmage and actually beyond. So they're going to be faced with 3rd and about, looks like 11, perhaps 12 closer to 12 to get a first down. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown near the 2. And 3rd down here. And this is a big play to try to recapture the momentum that they got off these penalties and the long bomb that Wilson threw nicely earlier.
So this is 4-down territory here. If they don't get anything, you want to get about 6 or 7 yards here on 3rd and then try to get back on 4th.
Trinity back to pass, throwing to the coffin corner. That pass is going to be deflected and incomplete. Good coverage there
by Donovan Smith.
Donovan Smith, sophomore, did a good job playing that in the corner. Both guys a little contact. Good job by the officials of not calling a flag on either player. 4th down and 12. Ball back at about between the 13 and 14-yard line. Trinity immediately, with no hesitation, comes straight out of the huddle to the line. No, they're going to try a field goal.
Yes.
This is going to be a 29-yarder. And so a pretty good long field goal for a high school kicker. And I believe that's Connor Graves. Is that right? The sideline of the ball is down. That kick is not even going to be close. We're going to pick it up and try to run with it. Donovan Smith is back inside the 5. He's going to be slung down at the 1-yard line. We're 99 yards away, but we held him. That kick never had a chance.
No, it was a good block. I think it's Darian got his hand on that.
So I was surprised they went for the kick.
I was too. I mean, yeah, they got a little confidence. They get on the board and get something going, but with the way our defensive line was playing, I don't think they were going to get 22 yards there.
Yeah, that's true. I just thought they might try one more quick bomb, coffin corner pass. So we are. It looks like.
It's one of the balls on the 2.
Is it the 2? So we're 98 yards away, maybe the 3-yard line, 97 yards away. Let's see, would Martise possibly break a 97-yard? Well, let's see. It goes to him. He's at the 5. He won't be breaking it on this play as they shove him back into the end zone. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Your clock will tick to 4:40 of the second quarter. If you've joined us late, Matt McCleary with a 1-yard plunge. Martise Edwards with a 41-yard run that should be put in the Hall of Fame. And then Deion King with a 1-yard plunge, and the point after, 3 of them by Macy Crampton. So we lead 21-0. The clock approaching in the second quarter, 4 minutes, and we'll be under 4 minutes after this play has been completed. Looks like 2nd down and 8, ball on the 4.
They're just going to run it out of here, Coach, try and get some room to punt.
Pitch back to Martise in the end zone, turns to the corner, 5, 10, 15, 20, got to the corner, 25. Carries the ball.
Nice.
On a nice yard. Excuse me. Not quite to the 25, got to the 22, got them out of the hole in the shadow of their own goalpost.
A little breathing room.
With 3:48 to go. The Trinity crowd across the way has had only 1 or 2 plays to cheer about, so they are just kind of a cold, huddled bunch right now. They've made a nice drive up. They've got a good little team, but they are struggling tonight against the Eagles in a 21-0 hole right now. Matt McCleary barks out the signals. Man in motion this way. It will go to him. That's Jalen Marsh. Jalen cutting against the grain. Hammers past the 25. He's going to pick up probably about 5. Not a bad run. Taking the ball up to about the 27.5-yard line.
Nice to see Jalen out there in the running back spot.
It was, yes. He had a concussion down at Jackson Christian a couple of weeks ago and did not know where he was.
No, he did not.
He asked me who was winning when we had to take him out, and I've been joking with him about that. 2:50 to go as the clock ticks down. We've still got all 3 timeouts left. Matt McCleary, somebody flinched. Did we flinch?
We did.
So that will kill the clock momentarily. Illegal procedure against
68.
the Eagles. So that will force a 2nd and long. Looks like it'll be about 9 now for the first. Ball pushed back to about the 23. 2:44 to go. Coach Brothers knows he's got 3 timeouts in his pocket. And I'm sure the Eagles will look to air it out here in a moment at 2nd and 9.
That's our 5th penalty of this half.
Yeah. We've got 4 wideouts. 1 running back, Matt McCleary, standing inside his 20 back to pass. Looking, waiting, dropping deep. Screen over here to the left. It's caught by Josh Strickland. 25, 30, 35. Carries up the 40. He's still pushing a cloud of dust on his feet. Carries it all the way to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Eagles. Josh Strickland, plenty of blockers. We flooded that left side beautifully with a wall that helped Josh push that ball out to the 45-yard line with 2:16 to go in the second quarter.
That was a good play call. I like that. I mean,
nice.
you had Trinity getting a lot of pressure upfield and just dump it over top of. It's a good play.
Up to the 45. The clock will go under 2 minutes now, and we are 55 away from 6 more. We'll bring 2 wideouts this side. It's going to be Jalen Marsh along with Jaden Satterfield. Slot man also there. Matt throws across the middle. The pass is complete. No, it's intercepted. 40, 45, 50. He's got running room. Carries that ball inside the 35. Still running. 30. Down to the 23-yard line. off the deflection, number 81 carrying that ball back. Is that number 81 or number 8? Excuse me, Connor Graves. Coach, he's long there, and he brought that ball back.
Well, I think if Martise doesn't make a play on that, I think that ball goes over everybody's head. And when Martise just gets one hand on it, knocks it up, and gave number 8 a good chance to intercept that. So
Yep.
I mean, it was a combination of a high throw and Martise trying to make a play on it, and he ended up just tipping it to the other team.
Trinity trying once again to get on the board here. They've got 1:36 and 2 timeouts, so plenty of time, but they've got a formidable navy blue wall there to face. Snap back the quarterback. They're going to give up the middle. Nothing there. Oh, my goodness. Harris Adams is there.
Yeah, Kevin in there too.
Along with Kevin Bradley, and they're just eating them up. Carson Guthrie out, and Gene Beck's still in there in his spot. Is that right?
Correct. He's number 57 there. Martise came in on a little cornerback stunt there, and he was also in on the tackle there.
Our front line is just
they're dominating the line of
they're
scrimmage,
ordering
Coach.
takeout every time here. They're going to take somebody out every time. The ball is at the 28-yard line, and the clock is running away right now. I don't know what Trinity is taking their time about. They finally call a timeout, but they let that tick way under a minute. But we'll take a brief timeout also with our score. The Nashville Christian Eagles up at home in the last game of the regular season, 21. Our visitors from Jackson, Trinity Christian, Neal. Back in a moment. For the 83 of you viewing at home, it's a beautiful, cool, crisp football night. We've had a lot of rain this week, but the field is in outstanding condition.
Yeah, Coach Williams does a good job on the field.
Coach Ben, great job. Has got this field just immaculate. And here's the play trying to go wide right. Tyler Morris will pursue, and he'll get a great shoestring tackle. We've got a penalty flag thrown back in the interior of the line, and let's see who that's going to go against. The official says holding on the white jerseys. So that's going to negate that play and take the clock down to 42. I don't know why Trinity waited so long on that last timeout.
Yeah, number 5 had 2 handfuls of jersey on number 76 there. I guess that's the only way they can block him is just to grab a hold of him.
Yeah, you're not going to stop him anyway.
No. So that's a good decline by Coach Brothers. It'll take the play and go with it.
It's going to be 3rd down and 11. The ball on the 28-yard line. 42 seconds left as our Eagles are up by 3 touchdowns here in the closing seconds. And now Trinity, I saw the official signal for the clock stoppage, and it was already stopped. I don't know what they're
going to wind it on play here.
No, it's a dead ball, so it will not wind. 42 seconds left. After the penalty, there will be a dead ball. So Trinity trying to get on the board here. They get their signals from the side. And Wilson back to pass. He'll throw the ball across the middle. Oh, Tyler Morse with an outstanding interception. 50. He's got a wall. 25, 30, down the sideline, 40, 45, 50. This looks like the Music City Miracle. Down to the 35-yard line. Tyler Morris goes up like a rebound in basketball, pulls it down, and takes the ball all the way to the 35-yard line. We built the wall beautifully, and Coach no penalties.
No penalties. And I actually saw Josh Strickland behind the play turn his back and put his hands up, which you got to do right there. So nice play by Tyler Morris right there. He read the ball perfectly, went up and got it at its highest point, and Nashville Christian is in business.
And we immediately transitioned to offense on that interception and formed a beautiful wall.
We
Matt
did.
McClary looking to air it, I'm sure, from the 35, 27 seconds to go. We still have all 3 timeouts left, leading 21-0 here in the late stages of the second quarter. Matt McClary back to pass. They flood downfield. Matt pulls it down. He's got to run now. 30, trying to get outside. He's to the 25, cuts against the grain at the 20, carries the ball to 15,
Timeout.
Still struggling. We'll call a timeout here immediately with the clock stopped at 14 seconds. So Matt, not finding any receivers, wisely pulls it down and takes the ball deeper in to Lion territory, and they're going to bring the ball in at about the 12-yard line. It will be first down, and we've got 2 timeouts left, so we've got time for possibly 3 plays. Coach Brothers would like to only need 1 to get this ball in. The ball at the 12-yard line, and Matt flooding his receivers deep, didn't see anybody open. Coach pulls it down for a great run.
Yeah, it was. We had the free safety turned his back and looking back over here to number 9, so Matt read that and said just take off. And I would like to see him trying to get out of bounds, but we don't have to burn a timeout. But he cut it back up and tried to get what he can get. 14 seconds in high school is maybe 2 plays. Like you said, they'll throw one in the end zone, and Crampton might get loose here. We might need her right here.
It'd be great to see Macy try one. She is
Yes.
1 of 1 for field goals this year.
Yes.
So with 14 seconds to go in the half, we're up 21. Josh Strickland will be in the backfield with Matt McClary. We're sending Jalen Marsh wide to the right along with Jaden Satterfield.
Watch the slant right here.
2 to the left. Matt fumbles the snap. He's in trouble, and we'll have to call an immediate timeout at 10 seconds, and they don't stop it until 9 seconds. And so unless it's a quick incompletion or touchdown, maybe 2 plays left.
Well, I think Matt was trying to drop back before he got the ball there. He was trying to take off backwards, and the ball short hopped him a little bit. So that's a miscue on him, and see if he can't make up for it here with 9 seconds left. See if they can throw one in the end zone, make something happen. They have a mismatch down here with Jay Marsh on the hash mark. If they could just clear that to where he can run slant right through there, it's open. That free safety is gone from the middle.
With 1 timeout, it's conceivable that if we're tackled short of the goal line or there's an incompletion, we would have time possibly for 2 plays.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure we will be throwing into the end zone, so we don't have to worry about that. So 21-0, 9 seconds left. We're up by 3 touchdowns. Macy Crampton is 3 of 3 on extra points tonight. And if we don't get this, I don't know if we'd see her in or not for a long field goal.
I would love it.
We've got 4 wideouts, 2 to either side. Matt McClary will roll to the right, looking, waiting. He's in trouble. 6 seconds. He's going to have to hurry and get out of bounds. He's going to run for the corner. 10, 5, 4, 3. Did he lunge in? Ladies and gentlemen, give him 6. Touchdown, Matt McClary. 17-yard run on the last play. And, boy, he took a risk, but saw the niche, cut back up to avoid going out of bounds, knowing really there was no time left if he did, and fell across the line with no time left to go up 27-0. And Macy is in for her 4th conversion attempt.
Coach, that was a good spin play around about the 2-yard line. He spun back inside, and that guy couldn't tackle him, and he fell right in the end zone.
Matt
like
McClary to hold. Macy chops it up. It is good. Macy is 4 for 4. And what a way to end your half, to take away any light that Trinity had tried to get at the end, as we go up after a stirring run by Matt McClary from 17 yards, actually 19 yards away. The Eagles up 28-0. We'll be back with the third quarter in about 15 minutes. Back in a moment. Well, fans, we're back here at halftime. We've got a couple of basketball players from the women's program in here with us. And Riley, introduce you and your sidekick here.
I'm Riley. I'm the post for Nashville Christian, and this is Whitley. She's the starting shooting guard for Nashville Christian.
Well, glad you girls came in right before the second half. And so practice begins when?
Monday.
All right. So what are y'all thinking about this upcoming season here?
I think we're thinking about we're just excited for the season. Hopefully we get to do it because of Corona, and we're looking forward to seeing our different play style without Carmen and seeing how we can play without.
Well, I thought y'all did a great job last year. Enjoyed watching you play, and y'all had some great comebacks. Had a great season. And Whitley, I'm going to give you a microphone here. What are some of your thoughts?
Well, we're just really hoping to make it farther than we did last year, and definitely adjusting with having Carmen not here is definitely going to be different. So.
All right. Well, I know Carmen was a great leader, but I think y'all are going to just be a fun group to watch. Who is kind of the front runners in the district that you feel like to have a chance to come in near the top or at the top? Who's supposed to be some of the favorites this year?
Clarksville Academy, they'll be really good, and I think Davidson is going to be good, and Good Pasture, they got two nationally ranked 8th graders that are playing on their high school team.
It's a very tough league. It reminds me of my old days with Coach Spann when we were at Eastville Harding back in the 80s and 90s. A very balanced district. Clarksville Academy is outstanding, and that's the game where I think y'all came back down 21 in the third quarter and came back and won. One of the best girls games and comebacks I've seen in a long time. It was really exciting. Well, looking forward to seeing you girls on the hard court, and we'll be bringing a lot of the home games to y'all this year. All of the home games, great. So Coach Brothers and I will be in the booth calling the play-by-play. And girls, good luck. Looking forward to seeing y'all play.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for stepping in. All right, it's 28-0 here at the half, and we'll be back with the second half kickoff in just one moment. Well, we're ready to resume action. This is Mike McPherson with Coach Kevin Quinn, our producer Andrew Atkins, John Owen Delavante upstairs with the camera work, and we're ready for a second half kickoff, Coach.
Coach, I got a few things here. I got Trinity 16 rushes for negative 20 yards.
Whoa.
Passing 2 of 8 for 33 yards. Nashville Christian has 15 rush attempts for 174 yards and 4 of 6 for 66 yards throwing the ball. So we've had a pretty good night running the football, and I would say a better night with the defense holding them to negative 20 yards rushing.
All right, thanks. Here's the kickoff. It's a long line drive. First one for them, and running the ball back is Martise Edwards, the 20, the 25, lunging forward to the 28-yard line in a game totally dominated by Nashville Christian. They've shut down this Trinity team, which had a great upset win at Jackson Christian last week in a fourth-quarter comeback. They've got a good, scrappy squad, but they just haven't been able to match up with Nashville Christian's size and speed.
I agree. The Trinity had 3 first downs in the first half, and we had 14 first downs.
Well, we come to the line after a totally dominating first half to open up second half action. Matt McClary will flood receivers to either side. Back to pass. Pass slant is complete to the 50-yard line, to the 45-yard line, and bringing that ball down is Jalen Marsh with a nice completion after a concussion 2 weeks ago down at Jackson Christian where he was knocked loopy, and he has bounced back. I did cut up with him a lot about that because he asked me at after when he was in his street clothes who's winning, and he does not remember the conversation he said at all.
That's a nice route run by Jay Marsh right there.
43-yard line, Matt McClary. Is that Martise Edwards?
It is.
Stutter stepping, 40, 35, 30, breaking outside, 25. Cuts against the grain, losing his footing at the 20-yard line. But a nice run as on a beautiful, crisp, cool night in Bellevue on a turf that Coach Ben Williams has got prepared in immaculate condition. It's just – you don't see a lot of fields this late in the year in this good a shape, Coach.
I agree. I think Martise could have taken that to the house, but I think he just had lost his footing there.
He was cutting back against the grain, and the feet wiped out from underneath him. With a 4-touchdown lead, we're back down deep in their territory. Ball at the 20-yard line. Matt McClary is going to give right side to Martise, spinning to the 15, to the 10. He is continuing to lunge inside the 10-yard line to the 9 or 8, and he just runs with abandon. Martise is not a big kid, but he runs with
super downhill.
He does with power and speed, and he doesn't look like a power back, but he becomes one when he gets that ball.
Yeah, he's got a lot of lower body strength and runs incredibly hard.
And he's quick as a hiccup on some of these moves, and the clock ticks down inside 10.5 as we're ready to blow this thing open here. Martise in the back of the eye. Matt looks over. Is he going to change the play? First down and goal at the 9. Eagles up 28-0, third quarter. Martise looks like he wants the ball, and he's going to get it right side. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He will walk in. And now we've got number 5 over there.
Yeah, he's going to have to be restrained.
He's going to
go out here.
He's going to have to be removed from the game, and he's really mad at one of our players, and his coach is letting him know they are upset with him. And 3 flags fell. I don't know if the first one was against them or us, but he is gone and not in a good mood. Something's happened over him to light him up, and he's having a tough time emotionally over there on the sidelines. So anyway, the officials are talking to the coaches on the other side, and they'll bring the ball back across here. Martise went into the end zone, and I think he got in there before there were any flags, I believe.
I think maybe they're kind of looking at it where it might be a hold maybe or something. I don't know. And then we had some extracurricular going, so they're going to kind of weigh this out.
Do you think the first flag flew before he got into the end zone?
It looked like it did. I don't know. They all could be on Trinity. I don't know, but they're kind of looking at it like they're going to replay the down maybe.
there's been no signal or secondary signal about there being a touchdown. 3 officials have made their decision, and it looks like
what if basketball was like this? If they just stopped the game and decided on which?
Well, I tell you, there's times I wish they would have done that. Many times I felt that. I wish they would talk about it. We don't get a lot of conversations in basketball.
No,
they move right on real quick.
You're right.
So the officials will come to midfield. It looks like it's going to be on us, the first one. Personal foul against us. Yeah, we got the first one. So we did throw the first punch, apparently. Well, they're bringing it way back. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, this is unbelievable.
Coach Brothers is there.
On who?
And their player is not getting anything? Their player, okay, let's see. Personal foul against Trinity.
Oh, they're going to walk that off.
Yeah, they're going to walk that back. Yeah, I don't understand why running back and forth. But I guess that's the best way to keep up with the yardage for the officials.
Well,
so it looks like we've got offsetting penalties.
And it's just going to replay the down. Yeah.
Okay, it'll be placed down at the 15, so we lost a little yardage.
I don't know if 5 has been. Oh, they're going to say 5 has been ejected, or
they tell you in college and pro, but we don't have that.
They give you the thumb.
Yeah. So apparently he's still in the game.
He's on the sidelines.
He's on
Coach.
the bench, but I mean he's still eligible to play, I guess.
Let's see what we got.
So the ball is going to be first and goal at the 15 after got a little chippy over there. Matt McClary will take the snap back to pass. Looking, waiting. He's throwing to the coffin corner. That ball is just beyond the outstretched hands of Jalen Marsh. Second down, bringing the ball back to the 15.
He kind of rerouted himself on the route there and misplayed the ball. I think if he stays on the same course he was, the ball was there. He just kind of ran away from it a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like he lost a couple of steps in rerouting himself.
Yeah.
And they'll bring it back to the 15. Second down and goal at the 15. 10:04 to go. The Eagles looking to blow this thing open. It technically already has been, but a 5-touchdown lead in the third quarter would start to count as a rout.
And a running of the clock.
And that will always be nice. Beautiful, crisp, cool night in Bellevue, Tennessee at Keaton Field with our Eagles on top 28-0. Quickly coming 3 yards from their huddle to the line. Now a little mix-up as the receivers get set over here to the right side. Let's see if Matt goes upstairs again. And he gives right side Martise 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I tell you, he just scats and cuts and is lunging down close to the goal line. The clock will wind.
They get inside the 5 there, it looked like.
Looks like, and so we bring in a few power blockers here. And they're going to place it down
about the 4.
The 3 or 4 yard line. It's third down and goal at the 4. Let's call it the 4.
Give it to 3 again, Coach.
All right. From here, it looks like 4. And we're going to call it 4. 9:20 to go. Matt, I predict he'll go to Martise. Man in motion this way. Don't think we're going to jet sweep here. Martise right side. He will go into the end zone, but there is a flag thrown almost immediately as he crossed the end zone with no trouble. However, it looks like they're going to bring it back, and they are. Okay, illegal shifts. We did not get set in time. So several penalties on this drive, thwarting scores. It will be third down. We've eaten up a lot of clock on this drive, and most of it's been down here inside the 20, but we can't get anywhere with penalties. The ball is pushed back to the 8, and they'll come to the line with an I formation, and Martise Edwards in the back of it. He's got Josh Strickland as your fullback. And the ball will go to Martise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He will walk into the end zone for 6 with no trouble at all. Touchdown, Eagles. We go up by 5 touchdowns. And Macy Crampton's going to be in for her 5th conversion attempt. She's got to be one of the top kickers on extra points in the state. Her percentage is up around 75%, and lately it's been high 90s. The sidewinder, the soccer player, the girl, ball down. That kick is end over end, and it is good. Macy with her 5th one, and she gives us a 35-0 lead. And, Coach, as you said, she is
automatic.
35-0, 8:48 to go. I love how Carson Guthrie is always patting her on the top of the helmet, and he's usually doing that fully dressed out. Tonight he had to do that in the street clothes with an injury, but he's always paying special attention to Macy, and I know her family just tickled to death at her being able to be out here, and it's just a great story, and finally got covered by the news stations. And that was neat that they came out here on an early morning and gave her some news coverage.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
So the lead has increased to 35-0. So I know Nashville Christian will want to start getting some new players in. Ryan DeMumbrium was hoping we would be in the booth for the broadcast. He was expecting a blowout so he could get up his name mentioned as he got out on the field, Coach. So we'll see if the DeMumbrium child gets in. So be looking for Ryan DeMumbrium, freshman, and he's number 17. So he's getting a little attention here since he indirectly was asking for some coverage there. Tyler Morris done a good job with the kicking and end over inning. It's a little short. It'll bounce at the 20. It's hopped, picked up on the bounce, and the carrier number 6, Eli Stewart's going to bring the ball back to the 29-yard line. And it will be first down at that point. 35-0, and Coach, the mercy rule is in effect, and we have a running clock.
Love it.
So we'll get the fans out of here a little bit earlier than normal. Jackson, Tennessee is a couple-hour drive for our guests that hopefully made it up safely and will return safely tonight, so they can hopefully get home at a decent hour. And the clock running nicely. Will be ticking down under 8 after this play.
Coach, I would be remiss if we did not mention the hydration specialists on the sidelines.
Yes.
Doing an excellent job.
Let's name those girls now.
I don't even know who they are, Coach. Who are they?
One of them is kin to you.
Oh, okay. Kendall Quinn, I believe that's her name.
And the ball goes left side. Decent run, punching the ball out. Number 15, Harrison Freeman. Coach,
Grayson Bonds also down there.
Grayson Bonds, good basketball player for the ladies.
And Emma Oberbrecklin is also a stand-in tonight.
Emma Oberbrecklin, also one of our girl players. And so is that the 3 girls tonight?
Actually, and A.J. Page is the
AJ.
special hydration specialist just for Coach Brothers.
A before J. Since she was 5, I've been calling her A before J or J after A. The AJ. The ball up the middle, so
nothing there.
Once again,
Golly.
our front line rips through just like tissue paper. There's just nothing that can stop these guys. So, Coach, they're playing good in a blowout. I'm looking forward to the playoffs when we have a tough game, and they're just eating things up every play. But they still are. They're right now. What I like about our front defensive line is, regardless of the score, they're trying to eat quarterbacks and halfbacks for supper.
I just don't want anything. We don't need any injuries right now. So get through this third quarter and get some other guys in there and get some playing time.
I'm sure that'll be the plan. We've got 6 ready to rush, and here they come. Pass is nicely completed across the middle, 40, 45, 50. And he's got running room down the sideline, 40, 35, 30, being chased. And number 8, finally, Connor Graves is brought down after a nice completion. Coach, he got to the corner and was ripping down the sideline, and he's finally caught over there by Tyler Morris along with Nate Hamilton.
Yeah, he's running free across the middle. I don't know why no one put a hand on him at all going across there. Made a nice catch, turned the corner, and it looks like he stepped out right about the 30-yard line. So a nice pitch and catch right there for number 8, and he's kind of gingerly walking off over there. I think he might have got his feet caught up with somebody, maybe Tyler Morris.
Ball will be brought into the 28-yard line, and The clock, as we said, in the mercy rule, ticking, and it's a great rule that Tito's has put in. It helps both sides and get you home a little bit earlier. So Trinity trying to get something going tonight. Ball given straight at the middle, and once again our guys are there not only to eat dinner but have dessert, and they'll steal your lunch money, and smack you on the back after they do it.
Yeah, they've really done a good job. This front four has really dominated the line of scrimmage, and Trinity's has no answers for this at all. They cannot run the football, period.
Their only possibility, I think, of moving is either getting some penalties against us or airing it out and trying to hit somebody quickly. And they've got to get rid of it quickly because, look, we're bringing the house right now. We're bringing 7, and we're man-to-man coverage everywhere else, and I think Trinity backed out of that line a little early.
59 is going, how am I going to block 76 right here? I got to get some kind of momentum here. I can't. I feel for the guy. He's probably about 140 pounds going against 260, 70 pounds of just and got great feet and can flat out move.
And I think Trinity, they've matched up well with people that are, somewhat quick but not big. But we have both.
Yes. I mean, Harris has got great feet and runs really well.
We're bringing 6 again. Here they come.
Good heavens.
And that ball is going to be picked off. 40. Who is that? 50. 45, 40.
Page boy.
That's Luke Page who's going to bring it back all the way for 6 on the interception, and he's pretty excited about that. And he's going to run to the sideline celebrating. Touchdown, Eagles. Luke Page brings it back over 70 yards. He played it perfectly. And that's going to be one of our highlights. And he is mobbed by the sideline after coming out of that end zone. And he was hoping to get a reception at the sideline, which he did. That's his first score of the year, and he wanted to enjoy it fully. And Macy Crampton in for Coach, her sixth point after. The sidewinder chips it up. And good.
Automatic.
She is automatic. And after a stirring, Coach, 70 yards, how long was it?
65 yards, Coach.
65-yard interception by number 12, Luke Page, and he is a happy camper.
Untouched.
He played it perfectly and streaked down the far side for 6. Touchdown, Luke Page. Back in a moment with our score. Nashville Christian putting 42 up with a goose egg for Trinity. Back in a moment. Well, Tyler Morris to kick off, and Andrew Atkins said Luke looked like Forrest Gump. He's going to just run right into the woods there after that one.
Over the fence, into the ditch.
And here's the kick. Nice end over end. Will be fielded at the 16, to the 20, to the 25. And Nate Hamilton's there along with a host of other Eagles. And we just keep staying hungry right now. And we have a major fight at midfield. And Nashville Christian's trying to pull their guys away. And Trinity, some of those guys are going crazy. I don't know who started that, but, man, it got bad over there real quickly. And I don't know if we had a camera on that.
Chandon Dixon, one guy.
And I have no idea if our camera was there to spot that or not. So our guys
leaving the bench are in trouble too. You cannot leave the bench, just like in basketball, Coach.
Yeah, and our guys did run over to grab our guy, not to fight but to pull away. But Coach Brothers is is not happy right now, and he's calling his team to come around and everybody huddle up. I don't know. He's reminding them, I'm sure, you can't leave the bench.
No.
And you can end up losing people for next week real
Exactly
quickly.
right.
And so Trinity, I don't know what happened between the two guys over there, but it got ugly quickly. And I wish they were running the clock right now. So Coach Brothers is ripping into his team right now, or he's just reminding them, don't be stupid.
I think he is doing both.
I thought our guys on the field did a good job of getting our boy away from the action quickly. I didn't, and I didn't think our guys were trying to retaliate at all. I don't think so.
It's going to be offsetting.
Personal foul.
Some people
And
thrown out.
somebody has been ejected, and they're not throwing anything on us.
No. Well, I mean, it's just, you get beat 42-0,
Yeah.
and you start to jaw a little bit, and special teams is where things come into play, where people are going full speed, and it's hard to stop, folks.
Well, again, I thought I called it right. Apparently I did, Coach. I did not think our guys were doing any retaliating. We did have some guys on the bench run in. I guess you could say they were coming into subs, so maybe we got away with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think our guys were just trying to pull our guys away so nothing would escalate. I thought our guys did a great job of that.
Mm-hmm.
And to keep this thing from becoming a barroom brawl, because that's usually what happens when you see some kids running at each other. But that did not happen. I thought we did a great job controlling our emotions there and keeping things from getting out of hand. So Trinity has had a couple of guys do some extracurricular after the play, and I know it's tough when you're down like this. You've had a good season.
Mm-hmm.
You had a great win last week, and to come up here and get thumped is tough. Emotionally, we've all been there as coaches,
Right.
players, and it's just part of the game, and it's difficult.
And plus, I mean, they're not out of the playoffs. I mean, they're going to be a 5 seed on our side
Yeah.
of the region, and the young man that was that got ejected will miss 2 ball games.
Yeah, and so that's just sickening. We've had that happen
Yes.
before, and they get caught up and they don't think about this is going to hurt the team. When you're ejected, you feel, oh, this momentary relief. I got back at the guy, but anyway, he's gone, and we'll let him remain anonymous on our broadcast. And tough situation for Trinity, having to go without a good starter for 2 games. And I know their coaches are disappointed in that. I think a great job out of the officials, not just automatically offsetting penalties. And it's not that, we couldn't afford to have offsetting. I just thought a good job out of the officials in that judgment call there.
I agree, Coach. I mean, and we got a running clock here, so maybe we can they'll run the football and just run this clock out.
Hope so. And hopefully our guys, as we pelt behind the line of scrimmage, that Lucas Klein.
That was Lucas Klein, Coach.
Lucas Klein comes out with a nice smack. And and the clock will tick down under 2 minutes to go. And still got a long way to go. We got 12 more minutes after this, so we've still got some time, and hopefully we'll get some alternate players into the contest soon.
Well, we've got Darian and Big Harris is out, and Kevin is out, so we've got Lucas Klein and Richmond Flowers and Jacob Bates playing in the up front, and also we have Humphreys, number 52, playing at the edge position.
Trinity pass down and out is complete, but immediately snuffed out by Josh Strickland. And it will be 3rd down and long. Getting the ball inside, I say 3rd and long. It'll be 3rd and about 6.5 to go. The clock 1:10 and ticking, so I'm sure at the end of this period the coaches will be getting more alternate players in, as they already have a few in, and they're actually getting them in right now. Number 9, Donovan Smith over here picking up a wide receiver. Back to pass. They're looking that way. The pass is going to be intercepted. Tyler Morris with the pickoff at the 33-yard line. And it will be Nashville Christian in business at that point. Clock running, 30 seconds to go, 34-yard line. Nashville Christian will be putting the ball in business at that point. So we're going to let the clock run on out here for the fourth quarter, and hopefully we'll be naming some new guys here into the lineup as the clock will tick out, and we will take a 42-0 lead to the fourth quarter. Back in a moment. Nashville Christian to the line, leading 42-0 as we go to the fourth quarter. In the backfield with Matt McCleary will be Cam Carden.
You may get to be a whole dose of number 24 here, maybe for the full fourth quarter. I'd love to see Cam get about 6 carries right here.
Cam, and that's what we may be doing. And the ball is punched up the middle. And we carry forward for about 5. Was that Cam?
I missed it, Coach. I didn't see
Sorry,
it.
yeah. So second down and 5 after the pickup of 5. And Eagles come to the line. Matt McCleary's got Cam Carden. And in the back of that is that Tyler Morrison? Who is that in the back? No, is that Dion?
Yeah.
Yes. To the 15 to the 20. I'm sorry, from the 25 to the 20 to the 15 and carrying for a first down. The clock fortunately running down to 11 minutes here. Nashville Christian has placed the ball down on the 15-yard line. 11 minutes ticking here. And we're just going to try to run this thing out, and hopefully we'll get some alternates in there. We got a few in the line, I guess. And the ball is to Dion again, 15. And down to about the 12-yard line. King on the carry. It will be second down and long. Ball placed down about the 12. Second and 7, pickup of 3, 10-20 and running.
I guess we'll just take as much time as we can through each play here and just kind of burn this clock. Matt's got to let that back judge get his hand up. And
yeah, we're snapping it pretty early there.
Yeah, we are.
And Cam Carden carrying. And, yeah, because a touchdown stops the clock, so we'd like to take as long as we can to score a touchdown. Ball inside the 10 at the 9, and it will be at that point third down. I'd love to see Macy get to come in for a field goal here. So let's see if they keep us off the first down marker, we might see that. Eagles to the line. 3rd down and 4. Ball at the 9. Matt McClary turns and gives to King, and he is going to break outside and carry into the end zone for 6, touchdown. And the Eagles go up 48-0, and unfortunately the clock does stop, Coach.
Well, I mean, that's just a. I mean, you know, I can see where we have starters in. We've got a playoff game coming up next week. I mean, this is. I mean, this is almost like a playoff game.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing for 3rd place.
It really is.
And you know.
And you're practicing for next week.
Correct.
And Macy in again. A bad hop. He comes out of there. He's going to try to throw into the end zone for 2.
Macy
looking,
runs
waiting.
off the field.
Macy's getting out of there quickly. Matt's still running. Throws into the end zone. It is caught for 2 and
dropped it.
Okay. That was the Keystone Cops. Matt running around. Macy running off. The ball deflected, and Tyler Morris is disappointed in not coming up with it. Macy turned and said,
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. I want to be ready for next week. Macy scooted to the sideline. I hope we got that. She'll enjoy watching that. Macy, you may have broken a track record in getting off the field there, and you smartly –
untouched, Coach. He was untouched.
Made the right decision to get out of there. And that was just a comedy of errors. We didn't have a good placement. But Matt made a good run out of it, and we almost pulled out 2 points there. Well, Coach, they're giving us 2 points.
Oh, I guess he caught it and then dropped it.
Is that what happened?
Maybe.
Well, I apologize, Tyler. If you got the 2 points there, it's 50 on the board. And I apologize that apparently that counted for 2. I saw Tyler, but as soon as he caught it, he dropped it. I thought it was incomplete. But apparently he held it long enough.
Coach Logan White in on the kickoff, number 33.
All right, Logan's in. Let's get some more new numbers in here. I
don't think we have any other new ones in there. Everybody else is the same.
Okay. See,
I'd love to see Martise on the sidelines, Coach. I don't need him to hurt.
Is Martise in there?
He's in there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'd love to see Nick Bozich on the sidelines as well.
So 9 minutes to go. They do wind the clock mercifully. And here's Tyler with the kick. And it's this is a good one. All the way back to the 7, fumbled, picked up, brought to the center of the field. We're pursuing, and he's going to go nowhere.
Oh, wow.
Back about the 7-yard line. So we'll see if we got some new guys in there.
Well, you've got Jacob Bates and Richmond Flowers and Humphreys in the line there.
Kevin Fung back in the secondary.
And Nate Hamilton in the secondary. So, I mean, we got a new linebacker. Aiden Humes playing linebacker, so Josh is out. No, we've got some subs in. Aiden's a hammerer now. He'll stick his nose in there for sure.
And
there he goes.
Running back trying to get outside
nice
here.
Nice play.
And
Aiden Humes on the tackle.
Humes with the shoestring tackle there. Nice job.
Yeah, Aiden, he played linebacker for me in middle school. He's got a head hard as a brick.
Yeah.
he'll get after it.
Got Alex Humphreys in there also with big Jacob Bates. Nate Hamilton covering over there on the right side, along with Luke Page. 50-0, 7:25 and counting, trying to get out of here with nobody hurt. Ball swung to the left side, and runner going off left tackle, picks up good first down yardage. And Trinity hoping to get one last gas drive to get on the scoreboard in a 50-0 blowout here on the last game of the regular season. Nashville Christian will be going to 7-3. Trinity will drop to 6-4. Nashville Christian will take a 7-game winning streak into the first round of the playoffs. We'll be back here with the broadcast 1 week from tonight. 6:35 to go. Clock is running. Ball up the middle. They're just trying to run it out too, and met by a host of Eagles, and they immediately let them out of the grass. And now we've got a bunch of young players coming in. So that's good to see. I'll try to get some of these numbers in for you. See Blake Womble in there. Brendan Rainey. Logan White. Kevin Fung in the backfield there. We've got trying to pick up some other new numbers that got in. Number 51. Brendan Rainey, I think I just said him. Coach, help me out with some of the new guys that have just come into the contest.
All right.
And the quarterback or the running back pursued immediately goes down. We got Cade Sizemore in there.
J.T. Robbins in there playing linebacker.
Giovanni Donegan has just come into the game.
Hunter Bailey playing linebacker spot.
All right.
36, Blake Womble in. 73, Cooper Collins in as well. 51. We have Brendan Rainey in. So a lot of freshmen in there. Cade Sizemore's the lone senior. Is that Kevin Fung playing in the safety spot? Who's on that corner on the old side over there? That's 44, Aubrey Kimbrough.
All right. So the clock under 5 minutes. Running back trying to get out wide. Gets a little bit of running room, trying to turn that corner. And he's going to get up past first down yardage with a nice run and trying to pick up the tackle over there made by number 33.
That's Logan White.
Logan White.
Number 26 is Aiden Burr on the far corner over there. 17, your boy, is in.
All right.
Ryan DeMumbrian
in. We got a shout-out him. Peyton Woodard just came into the game. Also, Brendan Rainey out for a second. So first down. We'll be bringing the broadcast next week. It will be over at nfhsnetwork.com. nfhsnetwork.com. We'll repeat that at the end of the game. Running back breaking away, getting good first down yardage down the sideline. 45-40, slung out of bounds over there by number 26, Aiden Burr.
Coach, it may be Grace Christian out of Franklin who we might see here playing first round.
All right, and again, that's going to be brought to you. We'll be in the broadcast booth here on the nfhsnetwork.com. Kickoff, of course, as always, around the state, 7 o'clock.
Coach, we also have Nathaniel Thompson in the game. I want to mention him.
The crowd is cheering on someone. I don't know who it is. They're cheering for somebody out there. First down. Pulling for this alternate defense to get a stop. 3:20 to go. Crowd actually coming to life down below us. Ball taken to the
nice
right
play,
side.
DeMumbrian.
DeMumbrian in on the stop, and the sideline goes crazy.
Nice play.
Crowd has come to life here for the alternates. Ryan was hoping we would do a shout-out. He didn't actually ask for it, but he was hinting pretty well.
Hey, and he goes in and makes a nice play.
Kind of like if he were to go up to Reagan Locke and say, are you going anywhere Friday night? You know, it's indirectly asking for the date.
Yes.
And I was just using her name randomly.
Oh, yes, randomly. So, Coach, I would love to see a number 31 in the ball game or number 11, Gage Smith.
Joseph Herring Woods.
JoJo in the house. JoJo.
Joe to the second power is in with 2:32 to go. Crowd alive again on 2nd and 7.
Come on, Joe.
And they're pursuing ball to the outside, cutting against the grain down to the 30. There'll be another first down as they're trying to get that ball into the end zone. Down to 2 minutes left, clock running. And A lot of guys getting a lot of good action here. Trinity trying to punch it in to get at least one score for the game before they drive home. Ball at the 28. Both teams will be in the playoffs next week, and we'll be hosting who, Coach? Possibly
maybe Grace Christian out of Franklin. That's what I'm hearing. They're winning right now, so we'll kind of see where we end up.
1:45 to go, 50-0. Eagles up in a big way. Trinity trying to get on the board as the time is running out, and they will go up the middle. And snuffing it out nicely there, our front line, and hitting him first is 42, I believe. That was Hunter Bailey.
Hunter
in
Bailey.
On a nice tackle.
Correct.
Was talking to Hunter today. He's in my junior class, and Hunter's always just great, polite kid. And coming out under his own power is Joseph Herring Woods. I believe he was shook up. And JoJo is just he is one of the most comical, funny kids I've ever met.
Under his own power?
Under his own power. And I tell you, he can squeal with the best of them. I've heard him outside at high-pitched squeal when he's playing pickup football, when he's been chased by the girls, and many girls do chase him. 50 seconds left. Snap back in the shotgun, trying to carry it out wide.
Come on.
And
nice
we are
play,
there.
JT.
86-42. That's JT Robbins along with Hunter Bailey with a nice stop. The clock inside a half minute. Our crowd really come to life for these other players.
Jake Friedgen in.
All right, Jake. Number 7, Ryan Simpson. Did we get Gage in yet?
Gage has not been in yet, Coach.
17 seconds left. This should be the final play of the game. Let's see if they go upstairs with it. It's really going to be their only hope to get a score, and they're not going to do it. They're just going to run the ball to the left side and pursuing nicely. They cut inside 15, 10, 5, and he did not get in as we hold them. And a 50-0 blowout. Coach Brothers is bringing his team together, reminding them, I'm sure, of sportsmanship. But we're going to go ahead here and start wrapping things up. We're going to be on next week with the broadcast. Again, we said it'll be on nfhsnetwork.com. And we thank all of you for joining us at this time. And the Eagles are going to go to midfield for wrap-up here. And with COVID, I don't think that they'll be shaking hands and coming over to see us. I imagine nobody's in the mood to do that anyway.
Correct.
Coach, I appreciate you filling in again.
No problem. I enjoyed it. And looking forward to a little playoff football next week.
Andrew Atkins with our producer. John Owen Delavante did a great job upstairs on the camera. And, you know, we have to work with one camera, and he does a great job. And because we are limited here, but Andrew does a great job with our sound, our visual, and he keeps the graphics on the board so that we've had several kids that have helped us with that this week. So this is Mike McPherson for Coach Kevin Quinn saying thank you for your time at this time. Until next time on this, the Eagle Football Network. See you next week. Thanks, Coach.
Good one.
All right.
50. Roll 50 up on them. Ouch.
That's a tough huddle right over there.